Well, I feel like a big twit because I have never been a zucchini fan, like ever. And so I don't know how they grow or what they look like as a plant, right? And when I bought the Gold Rush cucumber, as I've been calling it, I'm pretty sure it was labelled that way. That's why I was calling it, because I just bought it from like a stall on the side of the road. I'm like, oh yeah, yellow cucumbers. But anyway, I've just learnt that they're zucchinis. So I had no idea. I thought zucchinis grew like cucumbers. So when I saw them like this, I was like, oh, that's strange. But anyway, yeah, I've just learnt that they're not. Oh no. I'm super excited to see this. I have poo beetles. I'm going to show you, there's one. I think it's playing dead. Yeah, all this stuff moving here. I don't know where they're disappearing to, but anyway, there's heaps of bugs, poo bugs under here. In the horse poo. It's not even cow manure. Anyway, so I took some off. I put a scoop in my compost bay and I was like, oh no, I feel bad now because I saw heaps of them under here. So I'm just sort of spread it back and I'm gonna leave their little poo home alone. Yeah. Hey, Chucky. Chucky. Come on, Chucky boy. Mr. Fluffy. This thing is working. A treat. I have to keep on kind of shaking it though because I'm going to need to alter it. When they peck, the food, it makes like a sinkhole in the bottom. So I'm going to have to maybe try and make something on the inside so that it is angled and the grains all fall down to the middle when they peck it out. And I don't know what it is, if it's the bark cracking or peeling off, or if there's bugs in here doing something, but it's making like popping sounds. Can you hear that? Lovely girls laying eggs. I'm averaging 2 a day. Sometimes I'll get 1, sometimes I'll get 3. I usually get 2. And at least with this, I know that they always make a mess anyway, but this alpaca fleece, they sort of can't really throw it out of the box too easily. It never ends up on the ground. And like I'll push it back in after I get the eggs and then they have to reshuffle it. But it's actually pretty good because they kept on kicking out all of this straw stuff that I had before. It was just not staying in there. And then I gotta, when I get more sawdust, sprinkle it in here, try and get it all over the floor so that it can just be a nice ground cover, as well as the lucerne that ends up down there. Eventually I'll rake it all up, and the same with all this stuff out here. I'll rake it up and chuck it on my garden. They love their little food barrel, food pit. Their food pit. They're so cute. I love chickens. I've got all of these lettuce seeds. Well, I don't think I'll be able to get all of them because I'll probably get bored. But I'm going to try and collect as many as I can. Just like that. I collected them before and I was getting too much of this in there. Like, I don't know, it was called the husk or whatever, but I just want the seeds, so I'm gonna take my time doing it today and then chuck them in this jar. And then I'll have hopefully viable lettuce seeds that are going to be my first generation. These ones are the Australian yellow leaf. I think I found the best way to do this. I've gone 3 different ways of what I thought worked for collecting the seeds, and I think this is the best, quickest way. That's what I've got so far. Most of it's seeds. I've got a lot in here that I haven't got all the seeds, but most of them are going in the jar. I'm experimenting with more ideas to, just for the fun of it, basically see what chickens like. They seem to like the dark box that we painted instead of using the lighter coloured one. So I'm going to experiment though and I just cut up an old black t-shirt and make basically like a curtain door that doesn't quite cover the whole opening, and then put more alpaca fleece in there and see if they choose this one which they lay all the time in, or this one. And look, I collected 1 egg this morning. I don't know if it was like from late yesterday or today, but there's already 2 more in there. Good chickens. That only took me a few seconds to do because I just banged these, whatever these nails are called. 1 and 2, just hold it there, and because this is stretchy, I feel like they'll quite easily, they'll poke their head in and that will allow them to fit in. And I think that that actually looks really cozy in there compared to this one being very open. I'm really hoping they choose it because that'll just be so cool. I'll know that it worked. And I'm also not going to try and encourage them to go in by putting eggs in there or anything. Just going to let them figure it out. Do you ever wonder if they have hidey holes where they've laid eggs? I kind of just looked at this cupboard and I wondered if there was potentially anything behind here. No eggs, but I think that's a rat. A rat tunnel dug under the tin. Because I looked in here and Brad put seed in here. I can't remember why, but rat poo. So they're getting in. We've got the chicken feed in here, and so far it's been rat proof. They haven't chewed it the way in, but I'm guessing I might have to do something about this. No secret eggs anywhere. There's always potential. It's time to fill the water up, I think. This does very, very well keeping the dirt out. Like, that's nothing compared to if I just had an open tray on the ground. But it looks like also the mice or rats have climbed on here and slid and who knows what, because I think, again, there is more rat poo or mouse poo. But I guess it's going to be impossible to make it 100% mouse proof. We're going to fill this up. This is a 9 litre, I think. Yeah, 9 litre stainless water feeder. So this will last, I think, 2 weeks? At least 2 weeks when I fill this up between the 4 chickens, which is really good. You just save so much water. You don't waste it by cleaning out all the muck all the time, because I've had the containers you just put on the ground. They always poop in it. Chickens, yeah, they just poop in their water and gets all disgusting so quick. But this way, especially because mine is out of the sun, it doesn't even get oh my goodness, that stuff, that green stuff that grows in water when it gets hot, that. algae. That's what I wanted to say. Now, you can either flip this over right now and carry it by the handle on top, but I find that is really not nice on the little fingies. So last time I carried it upside down with 2 hands to the chicken coop, and I think I might do it again, so bye for now. Then once you do flip it back over, it'll just empty out until the water covers this hole, and then it won't fill up anymore. It'll just stay at that level. Quite a very cool invention. And it's not hard. Like when I fill it up, I just give it a little rub with my hands, fingers, and cleans up. Very nice.